everyone, it's May from Creations by May, and today I am going to work on my classic Happy Planner vertical spread for the week of July 21st. I am planning to go in with the verse planning, Kell plan, Neutral dolls and Deco, and since still kind of summer, but I know it's coming to an end, I did want to go in with this doll. Love that she's in like her summer dress and swaying and flamingos. In my house, I already have my summer flamingo decor coming out so that I can put around the house. And I figured the rainbows, the flamingos, this is still like summer-ish. So I figured, since I did buy the Kell Plan and Verse Planning collab, I figured I'd go in with the floral book as well. I've already tabbed it. I figured this is the one that matches it the most, especially the functional boxes. As for the flowers, I was still kind of stuck, but I think this might be a good combination. However, the other one I was thinking would match was one of the ones at the beginning, this one. However, although the colors do kind of match and they're nice and neutral for it, I did use some of the boxes here already, and I figured just this last one would probably be better. Like the functional boxes seem to pair really well. I'm going to make it work with those florals. So with that, I also took out my Mojo Jojo glitter boxes because I figured, since I've been trying to use a lot of the functional boxes and kind of overlap, I did think that these together might go well, pair well, kind of balance each other out, not too dark, not too light. So I'm going to attempt to go in with these three as our main. As always, I like to go in with the Mojo Jojo Plan the Plans. I do have my happy memory keeping from the Happy Planner just for the dates. And there were a few quotes in here that I saw that I said, you know what, I want to use. And I figured this kind of like the rose gold would go nice with the doll. And then it just grace, not perfection. So you're going to go in, look through some of these and see what I can use from here as well. So let's get started. This week being that it is July 21st, we do have a few things in my planner on my post-its. As I've said, I like to try to write post-its with things. So these are like the days, right? Monday's junk food day, Tuesday the 22nd mango day, the 23rd is lemon day, vanilla ice cream day. The 24th is refreshment day, drive-through, cousins day, tequila day. The 25th, which is that Friday, is wine and cheese day, hot fudge sundae. The 26th, coffee milkshake day, aunt and uncle's day. The 27th is parents day and creme brulee day. And I also have like my appointments here. So we're going to go in with that for today. We're going to start by removing my post-its. And my appointments. So usually for my plan for the week, I really don't have like a set structure for my planner. I kind of just go in and fill it in. And I do like my bullets and my checklist, but I guess we'll see with the doll. I kind of wanted to make sure like I have a few things now that we're winding down. Summer's winding down and I have a few things that are pending I have to get done before I go back to work in the next 2 weeks. I want to try to focus on a checklist. I'm thinking maybe along the middle, and then kind of some focusing on things that I'm doing, with my kids or the family. Like, just make sure I have some boxes down here. So let me go in, and I think today I do want to use the wax paper. It might be time to get a new sheet of wax paper, but we're going to try to use this for. And I love that she's kind of like swaying. Maybe the wind is messing with her dress. So yes, I can put her here. Pop of color. You can always layer that with functional boxes. And I'm definitely going to want to go in with a few of the flamingos. Look, they're so cute. And what I've been doing lately is kind of with my skinny planner that I usually leave in my car, I decorate it. And the last few weeks I've kind of been mirroring, which I haven't really recorded those videos, but I think I might start to do that. I've been mirroring what I've been doing here. So here, and this is not going to be the final, but just to give me something to start off with. Of course, every time I put it down, it moves. And I am currently waiting for my Kell of a Plan, the bundle that she just released on Friday. They went on sale on Friday, or she released them on Friday. I'm super excited. I was able to go ahead and order it. And I think there were some issues on the website with the ordering, but I was able to get in and make a purchase. And I said I was only going to buy like one or two. I think it was like the Coquette Bows one. I thought it was so cute, and I loved that it also had like the pencils for back to school and some other themes for the year, like holiday-ish, but with the bows. So I did want to get that. But then I saw all the other books and I got carried away. All right, struggled there for a minute. I know that if I tear out the pages of the sticker book, if I'm doing an entire spread, I will usually use it all. If I have it out, it kind of forces me. I don't know if that's weird or not, if that's a method that anybody use, but what I do. Here we go. I don't know if it was still in the book or the angle of the light. So being that this is the Kell of a Plan sticker book, and this is a happy planner page, I know that these stickers don't go exact. So I'm gonna have to play with them. I know that at one side it fits great or just about exact, and the other side not so much. I'm so excited because I did finally open and preview the Kell of a Plan work planner. I was originally going to just use it for like work. I am an instructional coach and I was thinking of using it for that, but since I did buy the teacher planner, I figured I would use the teacher planner as like what I'm going to use with the students and put my lessons in there and anything else I have to do for coaching. Um, so the work planner, I'm going to go ahead and use it as like my side business, my hustle. So I'm so excited. I've already started to get ideas and try to set it up. So we like these florals. I know we don't like the girl flying or floating, but it's okay. And I think I will go back in with more of these. I do want to make sure I have the boxes. I will go in with that now. I do love using the wax paper as my guide, but as you're going to see, it doesn't always lay on the planner spread the way that I plan it out. It just starts switching things around once it actually gets to the paper. So I do go ahead and use some of those functional boxes from the Neutal sticker book. I do want to make sure I have enough of these boxes for my appointments this week and for my daughter's volleyball practices this week. This week it's different schedule every 2 days, so I want to make sure that I have that. And having those functional boxes, it really does help me zone in and kind of like focus on the day when I have them specifically on a day. Along the left side of my planner, this is where I usually have like my brain dump, or I do have like kind of like a to-do list of things that don't have to be done specifically on a specific day or each day, but kind of things I have to get done. Maybe things that didn't get done last week that I need to move on for this week, or any reminders. Again, I said my goal this summer was going to be to use more of these stickers, especially the boxes, and kind of to layer them and overlap them, because I find myself hoarding these stickers and I need to stop. And using these glitter boxes, it just adds a pop of color and makes me want to like really focus in on that particular day or the section in my planner. So I'm really loving the way that these glitter boxes are pairing with these neutral functional boxes. I don't know. I did struggle a bit just because of the way I was laying it down on the paper. They weren't so straight and it kept bothering me. And sometimes you can hide it when you're overlapping the boxes. But as you can see, I struggled with some of them. And then I wanted to make sure that the same color functional boxes were not right next to each other. So you're going to see me that play a little bit with where I'm placing the functional boxes. But again, I need to have these functional boxes if I'm going to focus on specific tasks or events, any appointments, anything like that. My to do or running checklist throughout the week. Again, I'm going to spread them out throughout the week from Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. That doesn't necessarily mean these tasks are going to get done on that specific day, but just so that I have a list of things that, yes, I know it has to get done this week. There will be some things that I do put on there daily just because it's kind of like I need to make sure it gets done before I go to bed or as soon as I wake up. So you will see if I ever show a after the pen, I will you will be able to see that there's things like empty the sink. Like I want to make sure before I go to bed now that I'm emptying the sink. Or in the morning, the first thing I do is make my bed. Those things just help me start and end my day better. Kind of relaxes me or puts me at ease. I again wanted to make sure I did continue adding the color and layering the boxes. I'm not sure if I have really any plans for the weekend, so I did want to go ahead and use the bigger boxes just to have in case I go back in and add anything that we do, in case we have go out for dinner or hang out with friends or anything like that. Sundays, I do usually try to go do the groceries and meal prep for the week. And Saturdays and Sundays, you're going to see I add my bulleted list. And I'm only adding about 2 or 3 of the bullets on there just so that I can do things that have to get done, but not necessarily a whole lot of things because hopefully I'll get them done earlier through the week. So I want to make sure I have those targeted bullets for the days. For example, the junk food day, cousin day, wine and cheese day. Again, they're not important, but when I can, I do try to incorporate that into our day, our meals, or I'll even post on my social media about it. I'm going to go in with these florals. I'm loving the floral vibes for my planner spreads lately, and I try to use them as much as I can. I do try to tear out the page, the sticker page, just so that it makes me use all of the stickers. And again, lately I've been mirroring my catch all, actually my skinny planner with my catch all planner, just to make sure I'm using all of the stickers. I loved the way that the flamingos paired with the color and the flowers. As you can see, I'm going back in, cutting some of those stickers and making sure I just add them to the spread, giving it a little more color and just playing with it. That's the fun part about planning, right? Decorative planning is just adding the stickers and making it as colorful, as decorative as you like. Anything that's going to entice you or encourage you to use your planner and look at it. And go back and check things off and make sure you're getting things done. So this definitely makes me happy. And I notice when I have a decorative spread, I'm more likely to open up my planner and check things off and just focus in on them versus when it's just like a bland or plain spread. I didn't know if I should use the Deco stickers such as the lipstick or and the bow, but the colors just are so beautiful. It's all flowing together. I just love the way this spread came out. I'm going in to date the days with the Happy Planner memory keeping dates. This week I was able to find the numbers for all of the days for the week. And of course, I need to make sure I use Mojo Jojo's Plan the Plans to have the labels for this week, my appointment, my reminder, errands, shopping, anything I need to do that I know, again, these labels, these headers will definitely help me focus in and see for that particular day, what do I need to do? What has to get done? I know I've said this before. I don't have bad handwriting, but whenever I can use a label or a header in my plans, why not? And this book is perfect for that. I was kind of struggling seeing if I should add the errands and shopping, but there's definitely a few things I have to get done for the week. again, we're getting back to school soon. So I want to make sure that I not only do my groceries, but if I have to go shoe shopping for my daughter or to the uniform place, I want to make sure I have that there. On the top checklist, I do use the to do header, and I did put it along the 2 pages on the top just so that it helps me realize, like, okay, this is what you have to get done this week. And definitely wanted to go in with a couple quotes. I love this rose gold color and the way that it looked. And with this doll swaying with her dress, I just thought that wander, wonder, repeat quote was just perfect for it. And this grace, not perfection, it just stuck out to me this week. I don't have to be a perfect, but as long as I'm trying my best and moving through very gracefully and getting things done, that is what's important. And I also love this quote: be good, do good, feel good. And this is my weekly spread for the week of July 21st through the 27th. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, struggled a bit with the stickers, but I'm actually loving the colors. The florals, the flamingos, the quotes that we added at the end. And then this just gives me a little bit of space in case any plans come up over the weekend. I know that the Fantastic Four movie's coming out, and we've kind of talked about going. I just don't know what day we'll go. I'll be going in and filling in for my daughter's practices, a few appointments that I have this week. Over here on the left, just anything that pending, maybe anything from last week, or in case anything comes up, any reminders. Over here, these little bullets that I put throughout the day. The days are actually so that I could go in and pencil in, like mango day, junk food day, those things that are not like really important. But again, I do like to include those because sometimes I do like to have a little fun and include them. Like for the wine and cheese day, I kind of told my niece and my sister that I would go ahead and buy some cheese and wine, and so we can try to hang out on Friday since we haven't been together all together in a while. And then just the top, I figured this will be like my to-do, like my running to-do list. And hopefully I can do as many things as I can each day during the week. Again, since in a little bit, in like 2 weeks, I'll be back at work. So it's going to be that back to school rush. So I love, love, love the colors and how it came out. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And remember to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos. I hope this video inspires you to get up, get crafty, and make something today. Until next time, bye.